7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. You may have picked up books before that could give you some pointers in a particular area of your life. Maybe a book to boost your sales, improve your diet or health, or manage your emotions. Instead of specifics, this book offers an overall approach that will influence all areas of your life. The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey is written to address character ethics. Don't worry, Covey isn't attacking your personality. Covey realizes that beyond our individual personalities, and even beyond our cultures and times, there are basic character traits that are positive and helpful. They lead to positive effects in both personal lives and society in general. He identifies 7 positive character traits and explains that people who consistently display these are effective in individual situations and in their interactions with others. He calls the consistent display of these traits habits. The first 3 habits he presents are aimed at self-mastery. They help you to be independent. Strive to 1. Be proactive. 2. Begin with the end in mind. And 3. Keep first things first. These habits are far-reaching and will influence your relationships and activities in work and leisure. A brief explanation of each will show you how. Be proactive. If you've ever helped settle a sibling battle, you've probably heard, "He just makes me so mad." Maybe you've even said something similar yourself. Covey's point is that our anger and our reactions as a whole are our responsibility. Someone else does not make you react a certain way. Being proactive means you take responsibility for how you act in a given situation and try to respond in a way that is positive and potentially helpful. You also look ahead and realize the difference between situations in which you have the power to make a difference, circle of influence, and those that are outside of your control, circle of concern. When you display proactivity, you identify potential problem situations within your sphere of influence and deal positively with them before they blow. Begin with the end in mind. Covey suggests that all things happen twice, once when you envision them, and later in time and place. Who do you want to become? How do you want people to remember you? His point is that you become more able to take actions to fulfill your goals when you have identified and envisioned them. Rather than moving forward haphazardly and blaming things that don't go your way on others, set your standard and do a task analysis. If you want to be known as a dedicated public servant, your daily actions should be guided by that goal. You should look for and envision yourself in service roles. If you want to be known as a lifelong learner, envision yourself taking the steps that will promote learning in your life. Your vision will guide your actions. Keep first things first. Setting your priorities yourself is an important self-management tool because there are many outside influences that can hijack your time and energy. Covey introduces a matrix to help determine importance and urgency. Use it to determine what is most important and most urgent, then act accordingly. Put your greatest amount of time and energy toward the top row, important tasks. Using this matrix can help you see time and energy drains as what they are, helping you make more informed decisions on how to use that time and energy more wisely. The next 4 habits to cultivate deal with interdependence, or the way you interact with others. Strive to 4. Think win-win. 5. Think first to understand, then be understood. 6. Synergize. And 7. Sharpen the saw. Think win-win. I don't know if you've ever played a cooperative game, but as an avid competitor in games, I was caught off guard by the idea. In cooperative games, players cooperate. Either you all win or the game beats all of you. Winning requires cooperation and strategy negotiation. This is the concept behind thinking win-win. In life, you can make the mistake of thinking you only gain at another's loss. Covey suggests you seek solutions that are mutually beneficial. Such collaboration can't be minimized to just being nice. It seeks the ultimate benefit of the whole. It takes understanding and negotiation. Think first to understand, then to be understood. Maybe you have been guilty of composing your response while the other person is still talking, thus missing the person's full message. Covey warns that checking out of discussions hinders your full understanding. When you are a good listener seeking to be empathetic to your partner, classmate, team, or client, you compel a similar response from them. Good listening and probing questions with the goal of understanding lead to the collaboration needed to create win-win situations. Synergize. The idea behind synergy is that combined energy can achieve more than it could separately. The suggestion here is to work as a team. Two people can accomplish more together than alone. While not everyone makes a great teammate, the goal is to look for opportunities to work with others and build the skills to make teamwork productive. Again, it takes a mindset that is not focused on personal gain at the expense of others, but on accomplishing something good for the whole. This is win-win again. It invariably takes understanding as well. Clearly, the interdependent habits are just that, interdependent. Sharpen the saw. The seventh habit focuses on growth and renewal. Sharpen the saw. This habit could be taken on a personal level, of course. After you have used a saw for an amount of time, you need to sharpen that saw or your work becomes tedious and you are ineffective. The idea is that you need to renew yourself through rest, recreation, and education in order to work effectively and grow. But when you're working on a team, sharpening the saw can mean much more. Obviously, you make the team stronger when you grow and nurture yourself. It is valid to focus on making work sustainable for you personally and look for ways to improve what you bring to the team. But consider the team as an entity too. The team, as a whole, needs to grow and be nourished to remain effective. Consistent learning, as well as recreation and renewal, are required both on a personal level and a team level. Covey's book is now about 30 years old, but his concepts promise to reach beyond our time. The value of being able to manage yourself as an individual and interact in positive, productive ways with others is timeless. In fact, whatever specific areas you are seeking to improve, from your sales performance to your mental and physical health, striving to implement Covey's habits is sure to set you in the right direction.